in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? And on November 4th, they said it would begin for us. But guess what? I think they forgot to get on the bus. Now, no matter if you're far or near, hey, don't you fear, King Dingbat is here. Now, this is going to be a little different video than I normally do, but it's Saturday, it's slow, whatever. I'm just going to speak because it's been on my mind the last few days. I don't know where this is going to go. I only know where I want to start. So let's begin. Now, man, I'm beautiful. Boy, what a beautiful man. Sorry, all right, concentrate. Man, good looking. All right, so I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I do. I can't help it. You know, I do. I watch a lot of them. I watch stuff on politics. I like conspiracy theory stuff. I watch sports stuff that are non-Eagle stuff. I like non-Eagle sports video makers. I watch a lot of them. There's a lot of guys I watch. Some of the guys, just off the top of my head, I like the Sports Viewer. I love the Sports Viewer. I love those guys. They know that. They're great. I like UCF Jaguar. I like him. He's great. I watch all his videos because he's a good Jaguar video maker. He's great. And you know what? I have a soft spot for the Jaguars. They're not my second favorite team, but I want them to do well. So let's see what I like. Even though he's a stinking Giants fan, I like Bad Dog. I like him. He reminds me of friends of mine. So, I like him. Maybe because he's my age or closer to my age. I think that's a guy I would definitely get along with. Then you have, other video makers I like. I watch a ton of people. Mark Holmes is another one. I watch Mark Holmes videos. I found him in some of the funny thing about him is I've been talking about this satanic Dallas, evil magic, all this kind of stuff, casting spells. I've been saying that for like a year. Then over the summer, I find his channel, and I'm watching, and this Dallas Cowboy guy, he's got a voodoo doll. He's got a voodoo doll. He's walking around with a voodoo doll. Does that not fit what I say about the Dallas Cowboys? I couldn't believe it that this guy actually had a voodoo doll. But he's a great video maker. Seems like a great guy in real life. Maybe a bit delusional about the Cowboys, but a good guy. So I watch him too. I watch a lot of non-Eagle video makers. But I also watch, and mostly watch, Eagle video makers. I watch more Eagle video makers than anything, And truthfully, there's more Eagle video makers, I think, than any other sports team or sports franchise I know. I think there's more Eagle video makers than any. And when it comes to when it comes right down to it, the biggest sports video maker there ever was is EDP. EDP is the man. He's the biggest. He transcends sports, and he's the king. And he's the #1 guy. Whether you like him, whether you're not, he's the biggest guy. I think he's great. I think he's wonderful. So look, he's an Eagle fan, and he's the biggest out there. So Eagle fans have a big voice on YouTube and on the internet. We just do. Now, this video is primarily for those Eagle fans, those Eagle video makers, those Eagle video makers and people who watch their channels and comment. What is cocky? That's my question to you. What is cocky? What is arrogant? That's what I'm asking. Because everywhere I go, every video I watch, I read the comment section. It's Eagles are cocky. Eagles are arrogant. Eagle fans are delusional. Eagle fans think their team is great. They stink. I even had a Denver Bronco fan tell me that I'm too cocky because I said that they stink. I do think that their offense stinks. I do think Brock Osweiler stinks because he does stink. I do think he stinks. Sorry, it's the truth. That doesn't make me cocky. So what is cocky? Cocky isn't an Eagle fan. Okay, I've watched and looked at all these video makers of Eagle video. I go and I watch them all. Too many to name. But I watch them. There's nobody making cocky videos or arrogant videos at all. Nobody. No rightful Eagle fan would ever be cocky or arrogant. They are not delusional because we know how things can change like that. Nobody has suffered, except for maybe the Cleveland Browns, more than an Eagle fan. Ever. So, Eagle fans aren't cocky. But why do people say this then? Why are they saying it? Well, there's two reasons. One, they're jealous. They're jealous. And when you watch this and when you read it, most of the time it comes from Cowboy fans because they're the most jealous of everybody. I mean, Dallas comes from the loins of Satan. Of course they're going to be jealous. They're going to want to bring you down. They're going to want to make you feel bad about yourself. You know? But other fan bases do the same thing. They all talk about the Eagles and the Eagles fans too. Why? Because they're jealous is one. The other is because they don't respect the Eagles. They think the Eagles should be in a corner, in a basement, somewhere hiding, shutting up, and just taking their loss after loss after loss. Well, it don't work that way. You understand? Eagle fans, when you go on their channel and you watch their videos, I hear, we got to be humble, one game at a time. We got to take it one step at a time. We got to try, this, that. If anybody, any Eagle fan is probably too arrogant out there, it's probably me. Because I'm the one saying I think they could go far. And let me tell you something. I'm not an Eagles cheerleader. I don't come on here going, rah, rah, shish kumbah. I don't do that. I tell what I think. My very name, Philly 500, shows that I'm not being a cheerleader. There's a lot of stuff that I have said against the Eagles and mistakes that I think they have made. Some of which were mistakes. Some of them were not, and I was wrong. But I'm not here to be a cheerleader. I'm here to tell you what I think, to be honest, and to share my excitement, my anger, my frustrations, and give you an authentic, real feel with a different type of opinion coming from a different angle than maybe you hear normally. That's what I do. So I'm not a cheerleader, but when I think that this team is good and could go to the Super Bowl, or if I say that I think this team can beat Denver, that doesn't make me cocky. That doesn't make me arrogant, because I've suffered so long. See, here's the thing. Eagle fans, they're out there. There's a lot of video makers, right? There's a lot of video makers. These Eagle video makers didn't come when they won the Super Bowl. They didn't come when they were 13-3. They came when? When did they come? They came at 7-9. They came at 6-10. They came when we stunk. That's when they showed up. They don't show up when we're winning. That's not the Eagle fans. That's maybe Cowboy fans, but that's not Eagle fans. Now, there's no more delusional, arrogant, self-righteous, elitist scumbag dingbats than Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. That's it. Not all of them, some of them. Not all of them, some of them. Most of the repeating Dallas Cowboy fans that come to my channel, I would say all 99% of the ones that come to my channel more than one video are fine, are good, are not who I'm talking about. But there's a group out there that thinks that we them boys, we the best. We got 5 rings, Even though they're 13 years old, they never saw them win 1 ring. They act like they're world beaters. That's cocky. That's arrogant. Go back a year and look at when Dallas was doing good. Look at some of the videos you'll see. I mean, it was talking about 6 rings. Like, they expect they're self-righteous and they think that they deserve everything. They couldn't even handle when we made the trade for Jai. But Eagle fans suffer. Eagle fans are there every week. There's a lot of them on YouTube telling you every week when we stink, going through the hard pain of being an Eagle fan. So they do good and they get a little happy and people want to keep them down. Don't take it, Eagle fans. This is what I'm trying to say. Don't listen to it anymore. You talk, you speak, you say what you want to say. If you want to say you think the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl, then say it. Don't be scared. It's a myth to take it week by week. Having to take it week by week is a myth. It's not real. You don't play. You're not a coach. It doesn't matter if you look ahead or not. But the one thing I know And the one thing I had to get out is Eagle fans are not cocky and they're not arrogant. They're just authentic. They're authentically happy. They're hopeful. They are finally seeing a team that has a shot to be good one day. And they're excited. Now, the Cowboys fans, that evil wants to lurk up and it wants to bring them down. Wants to ruin their parade. When we're miserable and upset, they love it. When we're happy, they hate it. So be happy, be louder. And you know what? In a few weeks, we're going to take the Cowboys out and they have nothing to say. And you know what? That's not true. When we win a Super Bowl, if we win a Super Bowl someday, you know what they're going to say? You only got one Super Bowl. Why you got one? Then you win two, they're going to say, well, you got two. They'll never be happy. They'll never use it as an excuse. They'll always use that as an excuse. They are elitists, okay? So ignore it. But for Eagle fans out there, don't feel that you can't speak your mind. Speak your mind. Be proud. Hold your head up high. You know what I'm saying? Hold it. We got a big following. We got a team that's good. And you know what? You deserve this. So I just had to get that out because all I hear about is how cocky and arrogant Eagle fans are and delusional. You know what? We're not. We're just the best team in the National Football League right now. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.